had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Browns.
They find some open field here. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 47 yards. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run with Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to Boykin, first down, Baltimore.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
1st and 10.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
13.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Jackson.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
Mayfield.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up second.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
They'll try again with Chubb. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Mayfield's pass.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
A gain of 2.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 5-yard line.
Jackson now down around his goal line. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try to run with Hunt. Able to couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns add on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
I know. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, they'll roll him out. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. He can, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
2nd and short now following the fumble. Jackson from the shotgun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
They'll take over.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 3-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
What we got?
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Mayfield escaping the... And he'll score! Touchdown, Browns! Baker Mayfield in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
33. Ravens, nothing.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
That's the reason we ball for circle right.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson rolling to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on first down, Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They run it again with Chubb, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run for Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just ended the...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. 30, past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick-6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Back now in Baltimore, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they enjoy this fourth quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Browns.
Run. Real. Point it right. Watch it.
First down, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Austin Hooper.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
With the give to
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Rolling to his right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 16-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
For the extra point.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Chubb. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Cleveland, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.